Now it is my honor to introduce Cadet Corporal Leiner.
Good morning, friends and family. I thank you on behalf of all these cadets for coming out today to support us. Presented in front of you now are not only 116 strong and willing cadets, but a concept, an idea that with hard, true work, honorable results are possible. Also in front of you is a vision. It's a vision held by you and the Washington Youth Academy staff. It's a vision of change, and that change is us. We are the image of change. Through days of pure frustration, we triumphed. Through days of unmatched struggle, we saw victory. And now we see it here today, the concept we learned early on, that anything is possible. What I don't see is the group of strangers I saw on day one of hardcore. I see a company of some of the greatest family I will ever have, for we graduate as brothers and sisters together. And we have changed. Wolfpack, we changed into the men our cadre told us we could be. Good men. Spartans, I watched as you became strong men. And I watched from a very, very, very far off distance as the Eagles became responsible women. But I will also never forget the lessons I learned. Lessons like, if you can't stand still, you can't master other tasks. But I also learned that it's not so easy to stand without motion for 3 hours. And I learned that if you're soaked from standing outside in the rain too long, you don't need to take a shower that night. But we learned the structure and the discipline needed to succeed, and applied it. We learned that being on time, looking and acting professional, and always giving 100% of our effort would lead to results. We took these lessons, and many more, and made them our own. Through those very same ideas, we saw change, and from that very change, we have overcome. In Rangers, I'm a Ranger, I learned yet another concept from Master Sergeant Ramsey, a man who I believe to be a cross between Chuck Norris and Rambo. He told me about the ceiling system, where you think your limits as a human are at one certain and previously decided level. But what you find out once you hit that limit is that you can push past that. Friends, we have reached that limit that most of us thought impossible, to see ourselves graduating from the academy. So now, we must ask ourselves, what is the next thing we are capable of? We have proven that we have untapped potential. Now it is time to take it to the next limit. Whether it be going off to high school, going to college, or into the military, we, class of 2011-1, have proven that we can do it. We have our whole future ahead of us, and we have shown that we can reach farther than we ever conceived. We've taken all these lessons, all this potential, and all this know-how, all of which stem from a single idea in our heads, that we can complete this program, and branch from a concept that we can change, and we can overcome. Eagles, Spartans, and Wolfpack, congratulations. You made it to the first finish line. But I have one question. Company, will you ever quit? We did it. Thank you. And now it is my honor to introduce Cadet First Lieutenant Watts.
staff, and cadets. Good morning. I want to say thank you for supporting my fellow cadets throughout the past 5.5 months. It's been a journey. So what does it take to be a cadet at the Washington Academy? What does it take to be a member of that mighty wolf pack, a high-flying eagle, or a rough and tough Spartan? It takes the maturity of a whole different breed. It takes perseverance, commitment, and humility. 22 weeks ago, we were starting a journey that not everybody would see through. 22 weeks ago, we were starting a journey, the tumultuous journey, towards becoming that 116 Eagles, Wolfpack, and Spartans that sit before you today. It's been an amazing journey. It's been a journey that only these 116 cadets could ever tell you about. It was one of mental, physical, and psychological trial, turmoil, and anguish. It was a journey filled with laughter, tears, and discoveries. Then there was the IT. Push-ups. So many push-ups. Also, there was mountain climbers, flutter kicks, bodybuilders, and of course my favorite, the crucifix. This journey has been a culminating experience that is now complete. It started day 0, Bremerton High School. The daunting and menacing campaign ads of the cadre. The appearance of the heartless humor that we all came to know and love. Needless to say, this was an unforgettable, life-changing, 22-week event, and not a single one of these 116 cadets will ever forget. As cadets, we have lived the academy life. We've been smoked. We've done countless hours of drill and ceremony. We have dealt with and obeyed the ever-powerful cadre. These men and women are the backbone of this academy. At the beginning of our journey, we hated them. We really did. Slowly but surely, though, we learned. We learned to respect them, and not just out of fear. We learned to appreciate them and their guidance. Because without that guidance and 110% effort day in and day out, we would not have been molded into the fine young men and women you see before you today. Without cadre like Sergeant Jones, Sergeant Ruiz, Master Sergeant Valentini, Sergeant Schwab, Sergeant L, Master Sergeant Arteret, Master Sergeant Acuna, Sergeant Acoba, and of course Master Sergeant Stewart and Lieutenant Vice Roscoe, we would not have succeeded. So we, the cadets, owe a lot to their unsinkable belief in us. What we went through was inconceivable 22 weeks ago. From the rappel tower on week 2 to Camp Ahoba's and the zip line on week 20. It all just shows us if we put our mind to something, we can achieve anything. This quest, this journey we have undertaken the last 5.5 months has been a test of character, judgment, and maturity. The whole cycle we've been talking about this day and how well we will succeed in our lives after going through an experience like this. There is no doubt we will succeed. Where I stand, right here, right now, there is no doubt. There is no doubt. We can do it. Class 2011-1, I believe in you. Give yourselves one. Now, it is my honor to introduce Sergeant First Class, Cadet Sergeant Rosensteil.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, cadets, and distinguished guests. You may know me as Rosensteil, Rosensteil, or sometimes Rosensteil. But that's not my name. My name is Cadet Rosensteil. I hope you are all doing well, because today is a good day. June 18th is a day many thought we might never reach. Some of us didn't. 148 candidates have progressed and grown up into 116 Wolfpack, Spartans, and Eagles. Throughout the weeks that I've been at the Academy, I've had one tiny word running around in my mind. One small word that has driven me through the good and the bad times. This little word that means so much is up. Up is a movie title, a direction, and for most, just a word. But to me, the word up symbolizes this academy. At exactly 04:45, the bright fluorescent lights flash to life, accompanied by the countdown from 10, and we're up. sleepy-eyed, drowsy cadets, up on our feet, toned to the line. Starting the day off right meant the difference between sleeping in that weekend or waking up in the front-leading rest. More often than not, Eagles would be praying to get up off of our faces. Whether it be front back goes in the rain or Master Sergeant's time in the sunshine, we always wanted up. Although these cadets you see before you today are successful men and women, there have been points in time during the cycle when individuals or even entire platoons were knocked off of their feet. The new uniform was gray, or we found ourselves donning heavy rucksacks being transformed into turtles with awkward green shells. The amazing thing is that these consequences in themselves only made us stronger, strong enough to drive on and to get back up onto our feet. Once again, up. Even I have come to find myself climbing out of a hole back to the top on occasion. From losing grip on my rifle, losing Cadet of the Month, losing my beret, to occasionally even losing my mind. I still see myself as a winner though. Why? Because I'm standing here today before you, graduating from the Washington Youth Academy as a proud cadet, up on my feet. Just like we say every day in formation, finish strong. Washington Youth Academy has finished strong. 116 up and 116 strong. So ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves one.